How have I come to find myself here in this place that I am in now? How have I come to find myself here in this place that I am in now? How did I get here? Different question. What happened along the way? Different question, but also not. How have I come to be here? Different question. Again, also not. In fact, it was never a question in the first. Only in the second. How have I come to find myself here in this place that I am in now? How have I come to find myself here in this place that I am in now? In the first, it's a statement of a realization. In the second, it's a query, the first light of an interrogation regarding some as yet and for however long what is, what should be, a speakable place that is also not myself, having come to find me here where I am now, which is not unreasonably conjectured to be something of some kind of thing that rightfully belongs to the category that collects unto itself all that is not and not any that is. Whatever name be fitting and proper for a category such as described, none come to mind in the immediate moment, nor does appear there to be any quantity between more and less that might prove to offer, or at the very least, suggest, if even only barely so, some sort of something that can be accurately remembered and reliably formed. Its architecture being reasonably assumed to accommodate and conform to the conditions of its current and future here and now, place and time, such that it, the name, would permit itself to be under the governance of the hand, in order that it, the hand, be able to mark down in ink upon a surface a visible and reliably recognizable pattern, serving as an unconfused something that is also not something else, something that accurately directs the tooth and the tongue into action, into an execution, a choreographed dance of bone and breath, those key ingredients of our peculiar variety of sonic articulation, such that, upon the wings of a prayer and an AK-47, the name of this of which I speak may be handed over, given wings proper to the kind of thing that it is, such that with a little effort and a whole lot of courage the name may be spoken, that we may all remember and properly fail to forget that one thing which is, hands down, our enemy, the enemy of all that is us. This one, this enemy, belongs to us. It is our inherited property tax. It is that one that is only and forever an active force that wants only one thing from us and will never cease it roaming, will never tired of wandering, and it will never give away an opportunity in exchange for sleep or play or anything else you might be able to name before the sun takes its leave for the day. This enemy, this thing, this clear and present danger, it eludes all manner of characterization and escapes any category we foolishly place above it as a genus proper to its species. Nothing can contain this thing, our enemy. Nothing can defeat this thing. Nothing can bargain or bribe this thing, this enemy of all that we are. Nothing can outweight this thing. Nothing can wage or upon this enemy that is ours and expect to anything other than whatever it is that cannot even be imagined, and even worse than that. Equals this thing, this enemy belonging to us, can only be somewhat poetically characterized, and in this motif, and with this caveat and understanding, one may be not far away from the true we. He to say that thing can be regarded as a hatred, for us a hatred born of the stardust and trained in some faraway spiral galaxy that quietly spins upon its axis. Somewhere out there, somewhere so far away that we would scoff at the idea that such a faraway place is even possible in this universe or any other universe that might not offend our sensibilities when we who call ourselves human suggest and conjecture and speculate and daydream. Our enemy is born of stardust and found purpose in a place that doesn't even exist. Ennead. How poetic is that? There is nothing, seemingly nothing, that gives itself over for the sake of crafting a name that is at least not completely and otherwise wholly arbitrary and piecemeal. We cannot even give a name to this thing, this enemy of ours, this whatever it is that finds its existence feebly and poorly articulated by way of poetic metaphor and clumsy words that barely see the light of day before falling dead to the ground, unviable from the moment they arrived. This enemy is the pure and well-designed hatred of all that is we, and for all we are. The very existence of such a thing, even if only within the morbid and grotesque wanderings of one of our most astute literary icons, the enemy that is our enemy is something that should not even exist. That may well serve as a polite introduction into the gravity of the matter at hand. It's at once and the same baffling and terrifying, with a vengeance that makes our human acts of revenge seem almost harmless and embarrassing, and hardly worthy of the warning given by our wise ones to avoid all modes and manner of even the most trivial and most petty vengeance, always and forever admonishing us to never lose vigilance over ourselves, lest we give way to the play and find ourselves delighting in the slander and the lies crawling out of our mouths as we speak filth and illness into existence, while at the same time we ever so slightly tighten the cord around our own necks, believing that all is well, and none of this really matters at the end of the day when all is said and done. Our hubris keeps alive long enough that we may fabricate a prison with our very own hands, a prison that has no lock and no key and no location and no size and no place in time, and windows and no wall and nothing else that may accidentally or mistakenly serve as something's good for us. Our prison lacks the standard duality of this world of ours, this world of sun and rain, this world of dirt and smiles. Number, again, I speak of a place and I speak of a prison that intrinsically lacks any duality whatsoever. In other words, there is nothing good that will ever be found or felt or tasted or even hoped for once some unfortunate soul finds himself to be imprisoned in the middle of nowhere and thus without hope. For this place would be where hope goes to die when hope itself loses hope. Our enemy, the enemy, it is real. It is somewhere. It will never stop. It will never give up hope. It will never even tell us its name. This, then, is war that is our burden. As long as we are here, our enemy will also be here, or will soon conquer yet another barrier between here and it. A small crack, a fracture, and it will once again find a way to squeeze through and into our world. Anything other than absolute impermeability will ultimately one day fail and provide a keyless entryway from our world to its world, which isn't something that can grasp with the most powerful intellectual faculties, nor even the best creations pursuant to the rigorous God-directed design can forever protect against the enemy, the one that is ours, the one that is always just around the corner and also is nowhere to found. This may seem macabre or morbid. Good. Such would not be less than accurate. I digress. Again, for are we not here to follow along with my granddaddy as he works his from one end of the county to the other, always and only at the invitation of some noddy he may well know, or may know well, or even at all? My granddaddy, right? Where is he? When did we look away, and for how long? Ah, indeed, to speak of it is to give to it life and efficiency, even if that quantity given is hardly even more than nothing. Our enemy is a master opportunist, which is something useful to know and believe. Again, I digress. Enough of this line of words. Let us rest.